It is such an honor to have you all here. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, oh, Jesus. All right, this job is too fun, y'all. I can't get over this. Like, am I dreaming right now or what? Okay. You guys became a group 63 years ago.
Wow.
That is amazing.
That's right.
Whose idea was that?
Well, it was my mother and father's, but you know, like 63 years ago, we had the hit record Shout. We were singing way before that, you know.
Way before that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's either your parents, were they musical?
Yeah, my mother's very musical, taught music and played for the church and had choirs and what have you, you know.
And y'all sang in the choir too?
Oh, yeah. Ernie, when...
59, I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
I was watching them, I was watching my older brothers.
That's amazing. Oh my God, y'all come from something special. Paul McCartney said the Beatles would still be in Liverpool if it were not for you all. How does that make you feel?
It's very gracious of him. He said that to me off stage. He gave me a hug that just about cut my wind off when he was saying it, and I was telling him how great, you know, the four Beatles were. But he said that the Isley Brothers are the reason why the Beatles became the Beatles. They would have still been in Liverpool without them.
So much history in that. That is amazing. I really want to know, how did the song Shout come about?
Well, we were singing in the song Jackie Wilson had out, Lonely Teardrops.
I love some Jackie Wilson. Oh my God. And
at the end of the show, I started singing everything the audience was doing, you know. They were jumping up, you make me want to kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my hands up.
Hold on, y'all, hold on. Do you see this?
That's the cover. Yeah, that's the cover. We immediately went back to New York, and Hugo and Luigi was the producers. And they said, you should call some of your friends to the studio and sing that song and try to create that same thing. And we got some of our friends, went back to the studio and did it one time.
One time?
Just one time. Shout, a little bit softer, a little bit louder. And it felt like the world opened up.
It did?
Yeah.
Y'all opened it up all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the beginning.
Wow.
Lord blessed us with that.
Yes, he did. And y'all blessed us with it. Now, I know you all were very close to Miss Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And we all miss her dearly, right? And I feel like I was one of the last people to talk to her right before she, passed. And I always wanted to share with y'all, when we was in that conversation, the one thing she got out, and she started singing y'all's song. And she stopped and said, now, Jennifer, you know who that is, don't you? And then she said, that's the Isley Brothers. And I said, yes, ma'am, I know. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because, she was dear and special to us all.
When she...
Amen.
Well, she was my friend for 60 years, and she asked me, we were talking, me and my wife and Candy, and she said, who's going to play my part? I want you guys to tell me who you think should play my part. Only one person can play that role and sing. She said, Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, my God.
You played it, too.
Yes,
you played it, too. You played it.
And we stayed on the phone for 3 or 4 hours after that, talking about the movie and what it would be like and, how good you sang and, how you could play the
role.
The whole nine.
Now, this new album, Make Me Say It Again, girl, is y'all still topping the charts. My God.
Thank you.
Tell us about it.
Well, we had some of our friends on there. Beyonce sang the first song. It's been number one for about 5 weeks. The album's been out for going on about 3 months, and it's like been in the top. I mean, we can't stop that single from
right.
Well, you've heard some of the interviews and sound bites which Randolph Isley, a man who was part of the legendary group known as the Isley Brothers band, when he was still alive. So the legendary singer, who actually has always been part of that legendary and historical band, that is the Isley Brothers, commonly known as Rudolph Isley, died today in Illinois, according to a couple of reports we've been receiving. TMZ was the first to break this story, and according to the reports, he was 84 years old at the time of his death. This followed his early retirement, that it was in around 1989, when he went into retirement following the death of his brother, that is Vernon, who had actually passed away in 1955. He said he struggled really so much after the passing on of his young brother, who actually died in a car incident. At the age, at that time, when he retired, he said he's going to focus on ministering. Other people believed that when the legendary singer, that is Rudolph Isley, retired, it was due to a couple of pressures that actually come with rock and roll and pop music. So that's why he decided to put aside secular music and concentrated on ministering and releasing a couple of gospel records. He was actually forced to come back into the playfield of rock and roll, and we saw him in 1992 actually being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame together with his other band members, that is Annie and Ronald. And actually they were inducted, and it was really a very colorful ceremony. You can look it up on YouTube. Those videos are in there. According to TMZ, it's believed that the cause of death has been a heart attack or a cardiac arrest, which actually resulted into his demise. Recently we had actually saw him going through a legal battle with his brother Ronald, who had actually registered the trademark name of the Isley brand as his own, yet it was a jointly owned group with equal rights, that is 50-50 to the ownership. And this actually elongated up to recently, and I guess by the time he passed on, this the legal judgment had not been done yet. His talent, soothing voice, his creativity, because remember he was a writer and a singer, and his impact within the music industry for over 60 years, unprecedented, will always be remembered. In this moment in time, all we are going to say is continue resting in power the king, that is Rudolph Isley.